Hello everyone and welcome to the Monster Report. Nick Adam Poling here, doing this box day solo. So welcome to the unboxing episode of Rodan 64, this newest X Plus figure for me. This has been around for maybe a few months now by the time I got it, but I found it on sale and I just couldn't resist it. And I just love that box art right there. Of course, it's just fantastic. X Plus does always a great job with that. And this is the first Rodan of any type that I have, actually. So really excited to get this guy open. 1964, of course, you're gonna see the Rodan suit that was from Ghidra, the three-headed monster, of course, not like the the 1956 classic one. And of course, they had other iterations of Rodan later, of course, even into the Heisei series. But this one is really awesome. And I got this box in the mail, of course, saw that it was, a lot longer, a lot wider, I should say, than it is deep, so I can imagine why. Anyways, Rodan's got that huge wingspan, and just looking at him there, just gets you so excited to get this figure open and add him to the collection. So, without anything further, let's get this guy unboxed and breathing fresh air and see what we have in store. Now, what I'm kind of curious about, and some of you guys out there who probably have this figure know already, is if he's fully assembled, or am I going to need a hair dryer or not. I actually didn't bring one out here today, but if I need one, I can go back and get one. The only reason I have a hair dryer is for these things at all. So let's see how he looks when we get him out of this box here. And this box is just huge, like I said before. Very careful with this guy. Oh, look at that. He is, just as I kind of thought, looks like he's pretty well fully assembled, ready to get out of that box. Let's check this guy out. And I've been a Godzilla fan for many, many years, since I was a little kid, of course, and a lot of you are probably the same way. Got to see a lot of these figures on sweet VHS tape, and now we're getting these, on better picture quality DVD Blu-rays that are out there. We don't have Ghidra, the three-headed monster, yet on Blu-ray, but one day we'll get it. And but the DVD quality is pretty good. We get to see a little bit better of what Rodan looks like in that film. In this film, of course, you see him, and the tone of the film, it's a lot more comedic than the original Rodan. Love the original Rodan, love Ghidra the three-headed monster, for their own reasons. All of the Godzilla films have their own little things about them that you just love. Some you might not so much, but there's very few films that I don't watch very often, so yeah, let's get this guy out. He's in a really cool pose here. We've got his wingtips actually sealed in here too, so I want to be very careful as we unpack him out of this. We do not want to break this figure, so he's tough. Yeah, he's in a really cool standing position. Love that. That's when you saw him in the movie. Sometimes he was standing there taunting Godzilla. He was talking to him. And the fairies, the Mothra fairies, were translating for him. He was, Godzilla was using bad language, and Rodan would just say he would fly away. So there he is in all his glory. Awesome figure there. Rodan, he is just got a lot of cool features about him. He's got a really good following for him because of just the fact that he's not Godzilla. He's very different monster. Sometimes he's Godzilla's friend, and other times he's not. They in this film didn't start out as friends, but rivaling each other, and then teamed up against Ghidra and just whooped his butt. So let me just kind of say my first reactions about this figure right out of the box. I love the color on this figure. You got a lot of the different brown tones there on the back, just looking at him, how it fades into a lighter kind of burned orange, more amber reddish kind of color. And you have on the interior very similar kind of look to him there. All the folds that make up his wings. I love the face and the facial details there. A lot of these details that you see on these figures, you kind of have to watch the movie again and say, yeah, that detail is correct. They got it just right, or maybe they got it as close as they possibly could. Something else about the figure that's very cool, the spikes on his belly here, his chest, going all the way up like they are, just like the movie. Very cool. Makes him set apart from just being a pteranodon or, a pterodactyl from the dinosaur era. He looks like that, but he is, a different kind of monster. And one that is unique to the kaiju from Japan, and joins in on all the different Godzilla creatures, all the different monsters that fight with Godzilla, team up with them. What else to say about this figure? Love the feet, a lot of cool detail there. They got the spike on the back of the foot there. Neat little detail, just small little intricate things that they make sure they throw in there. And of course the fact that this is a man in a suit, and you have the folds that happen in the suit, and they capture that just as well. You might consider that an imperfection. I consider it perfection when you put it together here in an X Plus figure and try to make it look as true to the movie. I'm going to quote my friend Chris Olio, who mentioned when I got this figure that this is one of the figures that looks like he leaped directly out of the movie. So there you have it. We have Rodan, 1964. Glad to add him to the collection of X Pluses at my house. He's going to join in all the other Godzillas, Angulus, and we have Gigan. All kinds of different figures there. So for me, Nick Adam Poling, this has been another great episode of the Monster Report. We'll catch you next time.